Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kelsey Kiesling.
And I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest TV Translator Association.
If you have a news topic or event you'd like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 677-4119.
Today's show runs Thursday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is June 27th, 2019, and now the news at noon.
Cortez Journal. A 65-year-old woman was found dead Tuesday in the parking lot of Andrews Lake near the top of Mullis Pass north of Durango from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. San Juan County Sheriff Bruce Conrad said authorities believe the woman went to Andrews Lake on Monday night and took her own life. She was then found the next day by a family picnicking in the area. San Juan County Coroner Carrie Metzler identified the woman as Allison Bean Hunt. Metzler said Bean Hunt had a Denver address listed on her driver's license. Conrad said Bean Hunt had been suffering from medical issues. She left a note, made her own funeral arrangements, and provided authorities with a list of her next of kin to notify, he said.
From the Dove Creek Press, the Dove Creek Board of Trustees meeting was held last Thursday. The first order of business was the presentation on the progress of the town's website, provided by Crystal Broderick. Crystal has been working diligently on the development of the content and design. The town ordinances are accessible online, and many photos and tabs are being set up to pay traffic fines, water bills, etc. The back-end programming of the site is provided through the state and will have the highest security residing on the state internet portal. The expected launch date of the site to go live will be next Tuesday, July 2nd. Another big leap into our Dove Creek 21st century is the brand new water dock. The system is up and operational. The old quarter coin operation will continue until the end of July, and then that will be shut off. In order to utilize the new system, you will need to go into the town office and sign up for an account number and password, indicating your contact information and providing a method of payment, cash, check, or card. Also on the agenda was the reapproval of the Superettes liquor license, which passed unanimously. From the sheriff's report, traffic stops and fines are way back up again, and more traffic monitoring may be possible with the addition of Deputy Kelshaw, who is finishing training at the end of June. Another point of interest is that a resident wished to burn a fallen house by the town bridge. DCVFD Chief Jake Klein stated that the fire department would be on scene for the burn and could help keep it under control, but the resolution was turned down due to the proximity to trees and the air quality concerns. The sheriff also announced there would be an additional deputy hired to patrol and the Pick-and-Hoe this year, and deputies will continue increased patrols on the rafting roads throughout the county. A reminder that all fireworks that leave the ground are illegal, and you will be ticketed, so wait to enjoy the big fireworks display next Thursday on July 4th from the football fields. There will be a public comment meeting at the Community Center on July 11th at 6:30 p.m. about the proposed OHV off-highway vehicle resolution for the town. This would allow the use of these vehicles on town streets. DCTV will provide a reminder as we get closer to July 11th about that open meeting. And the Recreation Department update states the summer program is 3 weeks in and doing well, and the animal control update is that there had been a large number of raccoons in town this spring, and we are now in skunk season. There was also a small bear cub on the east side of town. Hemphill chased it through the town until a state game warden could run it out of town to the west. And all things are gearing up for the town's biggest event next week, the Pick-and-Hoe, which starts the cooking pit on Sunday evening, putting the meat in on Tuesday, and starting the festivities on Thursday, July 4th.
Reported by the Cortez Journal, a 45-year-old Silverton man died earlier this week after his car went off the road and into the upper Animas River. San Juan County Coroner Carrie Metzler said Geraldo Acosta went for a drive Sunday night and did not return home. On Monday morning, Acosta's 1986 Ford F-150 was found upside down in the Animas River off County Road 2, which follows the river north of Silverton. His body was found downstream. Metzler said an autopsy will be performed Wednesday. San Juan County Sheriff Bruce Conrad said it appears the left front tire of Acosta's pickup went off the edge of the road, causing the vehicle to go off the narrow, steep road, which has a slope of about 50 degrees. The pickup then went about 10 feet into the river. Conrad said the upper Animas was running high. A gauge in Silverton says the river was running about 500 to 600 cubic feet per second. Earlier this week, Acosta's body was found about a mile downstream, Conrad said. Speed is not considered a factor in the crash. Colorado State Patrol is leading the investigation. Captain Adrian Driscoll said investigators believe alcohol was a factor in the crash.
Reported in the Dove Creek Press, according to an official release by the Dolores County Sheriff's Office, on the afternoon of Wednesday, June 19th, at approximately 3:30 p.m., Dolores County Sheriff's Office received a tip on the location of a wanted felon at a local residence. The subject was known to be a flight risk and possibly dangerous with multiple warrants. In a coordinated effort, deputies of the Dolores County Sheriff's Office responded and attempted to apprehend the subject. The subject led deputies on a foot pursuit north from the residence into a thick, brushy area and hid. Deputies of the Dolores County Sheriff's Office set up a perimeter around the brushy area and waited for assistance. When agency assistance arrived from both a Colorado State Patrol trooper and deputies of the San Juan County, Utah Sheriff's Office, a larger perimeter was established. Two deputies of the Dolores County Sheriff's Office then began to clear and search the brushy area in pursuit of the subject. After an extensive search, the subject was located hidden under thick grass and brush. At approximately 7:30 p.m., the subject, Samuel C. Daves, was taken to the Montezuma County Detention Center without further incident. The Dolores County Sheriff's Office would like to thank both Colorado State Patrol and the San Juan County, Utah Sheriff's Office for the assistance in this incident.
According to the Cortez Journal, police on Tuesday released the identity of a man found dead in a stairwell last week on Main Avenue in downtown Durango. Fernando James, age 32, was found Friday morning in the stairwell of a business in the 500 block of Main Avenue, said Commander Ray Shoup, spokesman with the Durango Police Department. James was a member of Durango's homeless community. A friend notified police after finding his body. An autopsy found no evidence of trauma to James's body. La Plata County Coroner Jan Smith said a toxicology screening may reveal more about James's cause of death. The toxicology report will likely take a month, she said. Police do not suspect foul play. And now let's take a look at the weather.
Red flag warning is posted until Friday evening, and those wind gusts could be severe, and all this beautiful sunshine is drying out the weeds. So for today, we have a sunny day with a high near 84 degrees, breezy with a south wind 10 to 20 miles an hour with gusts to 30 miles an hour. And then tonight, clear with a low around 54, remaining breezy with a south-southwest wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, becoming south 10 to 15 after midnight. And the wind gusts could again go to 30 miles an hour. And now into Friday, sunny and hotter with a high near 86 degrees, breezy with a southeast wind 10 to 20 miles an hour, becoming south-southwest in the afternoon. And then Friday night, partly cloudy with a low around 57, south-southeast winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. The NWS discussion states to expect highs today and Friday are likely to be the warmest of the year, but not record-setting. Triple digits are possible Friday in the lower desert canyons of southeast Utah. And a lovely summer weekend. Those big gusts will have blown out of the area. And don't forget the Pick and Hoe Poker Run is Saturday for those who want a day ride, ending at the state line in the afternoon for live music and specials. And Saturday we are seeing partly sunny skies with a high near 85. South-southeast winds light at 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest in the afternoon. Saturday night mostly cloudy with a low around 57. Sunday partly sunny with a high near 84. Sunday night mostly cloudy and a low to 56. Monday mostly sunny with a high near 84. And Monday night now a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight. It may be more potential in the higher elevations. Partly cloudy overnight with a low around 55. And Tuesday sunny with a high near 84. Tuesday night mostly clear with a low around 53. And now back to the news.
From the Cortez Journal, a man hit Monday evening by a Durango and Silverton narrow gauge railroad train was in serious condition Tuesday at St. Anthony's Hospital in Denver. Police said Max Benally, age 46, and another man were lying down near the train tracks on railroad property when a train traveled south past them near 31st and 30th Streets, injuring Benally. Police said previously the men were walking near the tracks. Benally could be charged with trespassing and being on the tracks when he shouldn't have been, said Commander Ray Shoup, a spokesman for the Durango Police Department. Train engineers tried to rouse the two men and stop the train before Benally was hit. Shoup said the train's engine seriously injured Benally and he had to be airlifted to St. Anthony's Hospital in Denver for care. Benally was in the intensive care unit at the hospital Tuesday, said Gianna Lisak, a hospital spokeswoman. It is unknown if the two men were sleeping or passed out, Shoup said. Police suspect Benally may have been intoxicated with alcohol. Benally could face criminal charges for trespassing on train property. The uninjured man was charged with trespassing and taken to detox, he said. Shoup didn't have immediate access to the uninjured man's name. Benally could face a fine if he is convicted of trespassing, Shoup said.
Reported in the Journal, Jim Mimiaga photos. They set the scene. 5 police vehicles drive up fast and stop suddenly at a commune-style residence in Montezuma County south of Cortez. A dozen officers with the Southwest Drug Task Force spill out of the vehicles and spread out, some with guns drawn as they clear various sheds, trailers, and campers. The suspect with an arrest warrant for alleged drug distribution is not home, so they huddle and prepare for the next location. They have 5 more stops to make and make several arrests by 1 p.m. The group of mostly younger officers are one of 3 teams deployed Wednesday to serve arrest warrants on suspected drug dealers in Montezuma County. The Drug Task Force is a cooperative effort between Montezuma County Sheriff's Office, Cortez Police Department, and the Drug Enforcement Agency, or DEA. This is the culmination of a year-and-a-half investigation. Evidence was gathered and arrest warrants were obtained for each suspect, Nowlin said. Those arrested for alleged drug-related charges were Ronald Wolf, Jesu Flores, Darren Lingenfelter, Austin Diepenbrock, Michael Jelinek, Taryn Bales, Roy Neshaki, and Erica Lopez. And I hope I didn't bastardize their names too badly. They were booked into the Montezuma County Detention Center. Quote, the Drug Task Force does not necessarily target users. We go after dealers and distributors who poison our community with hard drugs, said one officer who would not reveal his name because he works undercover. On Oak Street, neighbors peer out their windows as the police entourage suddenly pull up on a residence facing the new South Side neighborhood park where the old high school was located. Officers wearing flak jackets and helmets scale fences to secure all sides of the building as excited dogs scurry around. Within seconds, 2 people are seen with hands up being led out of the house. Wolf happens to drive up during the raid and is promptly arrested and handcuffed. Another resident is found to have an arrest warrant out of El Paso County and is taken into custody. A roommate, who is not in trouble, shakes his head and watches while calming down the dogs. Quote, everyone complied. It went smoothly, said a plainclothes undercover officer. These are considered high-risk arrests because in the drug world, there are often weapons around, but not this time. Meticulous planning goes into the coordinated arrest sweeps, the sheriff explained, and the task force undergoes regular training. Each property is surveilled beforehand and individual strategies are drawn up and practiced. During a briefing, officers drink fluids and, no joke, scarf down some donuts, garnering a few laughs and ribbing. Quote, we have a good rapport with the different agencies because we have a common goal of fighting the drug trade to protect the community, Nowlin says. We have a young, talented crew who are motivated, compassionate, and professional. One veteran task force officer said in his 7 years, he has seen the quantities of drugs confiscated go up. Quote, it used to be grams, now it's ounces and pounds, and there are new, more powerful and addictive ones, he said. It is a good feeling to make these arrests. We're proud to do what we can to help stop this activity. It also helps prevent drug-related crimes like burglary and assault. Investigators said the case began in part from tips and complaints coming from concerned neighbors and others worried about the drug trade.
From the Durango Herald, this year's cool, wet spring likely made life comfortable for ticks across the state and increased the chances of encountering one of the disease-carrying ticks in southwest Colorado. Already, the state health department has experienced an increase in calls from residents asking for health advice, said Dr. Jennifer House, the state's public health veterinarian. The state does not track the number of calls it receives, but anecdotally, many reports have come in, she said. Last year, conditions were not ripe for the insect that can't bear hot and dry conditions. Across the state, ticks can carry 4 diseases of concern: tick-borne relapsing fever, Colorado's tick fever, a viral infection, tularemia, a lingering infection, and Rocky Mountain spotted fever, a disease that can cause severe life-threatening complications. Life-threatening complications in some cases, she said. A toxin in tick saliva is believed to cause paralysis as well in rare cases, she said. One of the keys to protecting yourself is being aware of the possible presence of ticks. The faster that you remove ticks from your body, the less likely you are to be exposed to any pathogens.
What an incredible water year this spring. The Journal reports that there is still time to boat the lower Dolores. Photos courtesy Dolores River Boating Advocates and Jim Mimiaga. There's still time to boat the Dolores River below McPhee Dam. A whitewater release might continue into early July, while the last of the remaining snowpack comes off the high peaks. Managers are topping off McPhee Reservoir, which is 5 inches from full. Excess water continues to be released downstream for recreation. Releases are expected to remain at 1,200 cubic feet per second through Thursday, today, June 27th, and at or above 1,000 CFS through Sunday, June 30th. The gradual ramp down from 800 CFS to basic fishery flows of about 150 CFS is expected to begin in late June or early July and should last about a week before the spill ends. However, the forecast is subject to change day to day as a result of the variation of inflows caused by diurnal shifts and unpredictable weather patterns. It is possible releases will fluctuate during the next 7 to 10 days. Above average winter snowfall and cool weather have allowed significant snowpack to hold on in the mountains into summer. The situation made the runoff forecast difficult and delayed the filling of the reservoir until late June. Initial predictions were for a 1 to 2 week whitewater release below the dam. Wednesday, the boating release hit 5 weeks. Over the weekend, cold weather inflows dropped more steeply than the River Forecast Center projected, officials said, and McPhee is not as full as managers predicted. Dolores Water District Technician Eric Sprague says the question is, quote, how much of the drop in inflows is reduction of snowmelt due to the cold weather, and how much is the drop in inflows from the snowpack running out? To guarantee the reservoir will fill completely, if there is an indication within the next 2 or 3 days that the snow is running out, managers may be forced to start the spill ramp down earlier, potentially before the end of the month. Regular updates on McPhee Dam releases are posted online at the Dolores Water Conservancy District website under releases.
From the Cortez Journal, the Doe Canyon fire southeast of Dove Creek grew this weekend, but at low intensity. By Tuesday, the fire had scorched 210 acres in the San Juan National Forest east of the lower Dolores River Canyon. It is 7% contained. A swath of the National Forest near the fire has been closed. The closure includes all land bounded by Forest Road 504 at intersections with Forest Road 506 and all roads including 506A, 506-8, 506E, 506M, 506K1, and 215. The fire is at 7,800 feet elevation and was reportedly started by lightning June 18th. It was spotted June 20th and burns at the head of Doe Canyon. Because of good fuel moisture, the fire is mostly being allowed to burn to reduce litter and understory within an area bounded by roads. It is burning in Gamble Oak and Ponderosa pine forests with significant beetle mortality. They were working to prevent flames from moving into a timber sale area and from reaching the Dolores River.
Today's High Canyon Country happenings. Notice from the town of Dove Creek, due to the abundance of moisture we've talked about, we received this year, excessive weed and grass growth is prevalent. As per Ordinance 209 Property Maintenance, the town of Dove Creek is strongly urging residents to mow any excess grass and weed growth on their property. This includes grass and weed growth in ditches reaching to the street. In addition, any trash or litter should be cleaned up as well. With the upcoming 4th of July festivities, we encourage all local merchants to make the highway corridor look its best. Your cooperation in helping clean up the town and minimize fire danger is greatly appreciated. And in Dolores County notices, beginning July 1st, the BOCC will sit as the County Board of Equalization in the regular public meeting location at 409 North Main Street to review the assessment roll of all taxable property located in the county as prepared by the assessor and to hear appeals from determinations of the county assessor. And the farmers market update as of June 25th for our area states pinto beans are at $22 per CWT, winter wheat is at $6, spring wheat is at $7, sunflower is at 15.80 per CWT, and safflower is at 17. The sources for this are Midland Beans and High Country Elevator in Dove Creek. And as you can tell just by driving around the county near Dove Creek, alfalfa cutting has been going on since early June and continues in farmers' cropland rotations. Grasses are still growing strong, and weather-wise it looks like there's no rain potential for the next week at least. DCTV has been told that hemp planting has also gone in where it has been registered, and we'll look forward to following the newest crop addition to our area for the harvest this fall. Then all of the happenings are posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with YouTube replays, weather, original stories, and local posts. To share your event or information, you can email me or Kelsey at dcbnnews@gmail.com or call us 970-677-4119.
Thanks for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday and then is available online on our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page on demand.
Be sure to like us there on Facebook and join in on the news of our area, and of course, please share it with a friend.
For Kendra Cook with DCTV and the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, USA, I'm Kelsey Kiesling. Thanks for watching.